The topic for module number 3 in grade 9 mathematics is all about variations. When we say variation, it means change or reaction that exists between quantities. These quantities are the variables and the changes occur by the constant. There are different kinds of variation, and let's talk about first the direct variation. There is a direct variation whenever situation produces pairs of numbers in which their ratio is constant. So the constant of variation in direct variation is the ratio between two quantities. That is, dependent variable divided by independent variable. So how to write the equation for the direct variation? So the statement y varies directly as x, y is directly proportional to x, and y is proportional to x. This refers to direct variation, and to write the equation that is equal to y equals kx, where k is what we call the constant of variation. And remember, in the direct variation, the constant of variation is the ratio between the dependent variable and independent variable. So in addition to that, for direct variation, for two quantities x and y, an increase in x causes an increase in y as well. Similarly, a decrease in x causes a decrease in y. Example, tell whether the following table of values, equation, and graph illustrate direct variation. Okay, letter A for the table of values. This is a direct variation. Why? Because the ratio of distance over time is 60 in each ordered pair. So if we're going to divide 30 by 1/2, that is 60. Yung 60 divided by 1 is 60, 120 divided by 2 is 60, 180 divided by 3 is 60, 240 divided by 4 is 60. So that means there is a constant, and the ratio is constant in here. So the equation will be d, which is referring to the distance, is equal to 60. 60 is the k, or the constant of variation, in which we get this using the ratio of distance to the time, and then 60t. So equation is equal to d is equal to 60t. Another example for the table of values. So in this case, it is not a direct variation, because the ratio of y over x in each ordered pair is not the same. So if we're going to divide, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 11 divided by 3 is not equal to 4 on the first ordered pair, 14 over 4, 17 over 5, and 20 over 6. So magkakaiba po yung ratio sa bawat ordered pair. So we can say that this is not a direct variation. Next example is graph. It is a direct variation. Why? Because the ratio of distance over force is 8 over 13 in each ordered pair. So if we're going to write the ordered pair in here, identify the ordered pair or the points. We have the first point is 13, 8. Next point is 26, 16. Next point, 39, 24. Next is 52, 32. And next point is 65, 40. So if we're going to write this ordered pair in the form of ratio, distance over force, the first ordered pair is 13 over 8 equals, we have 26 over 16 equals 39 over 24 equals 52 over 32 equals 65 over 40. So 13 over 8 equals yung next ratio 26/16, if we get the lowest term of this, so the GCF is 2, 13/8. Next ordered pair, the GCF is 3. So if we get the lowest term, it's still the lowest term is 13/8. Also on the fourth one, divide it by 4. So 13/8. And the last one, divide it by 5. So 13/8. So magkakatulad po yung ratio sa bawat ordered pair. Kaya po masasabi natin that this is a direct variation. And to write the equation, distance D is equal to 8/13F, which is F is the force. Okay? So, that is the equation for this graph. Next examples are equations. So how are we going to identify whether it is direct variation or not? So in letter D, y equals 4x, it is a direct variation because the constant of variation is 4. So always remember to write the equation of direct variation that is in the form of y equals kx. So in here, the value of k is 4. Next, in letter E, y equals 8/x. It is not a direct variation because the equation of direct variation, it must be in the form of y equals kx. So dapat po naka-multiply yung constant dun sa independent variable. So k times x. Hindi po naka-divide. Okay? Hindi 8/x. So that's why letter E is not a direct variation.